Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Joseph. I'm your low budget host of the day, and today I'm going to be talking about some some reactions to this past week's election cycle in Arizona. And so we'll just get straight into this video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel. Please do share this video with friends and family. YouTube loves participation, and it would get me quite a bit of attention without the help of sharing. So just remember this phrase: sharing is caring. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day. All right, this article today I'm talking about is from Business Insider. The article is titled "Former Arizona GOP House Speaker Rusty Bowers Says the U.S. Constitution is Hanging by a Thread." Now, with a statement like that, you'd think he was talking about leftists, you'd think he was talking about all the people who have clearly been threatening the Constitution, but no, unfortunately, he's talking about the Republican Party. So let's get into what this guy has to say. So Bowers told The Guardian in an interview published Saturday, "The funny thing is, I always thought it would be the other guys, and it's my side. That just rips at my heart. That we would be the people who would surrender the Constitution in order to win an election. That just blows my mind." Now, the question is, why in the world is this guy so disappointed? I mean, we have a bunch of pro-America people who just won elections. I mean, Carrie Lake won her primary in Arizona for Arizona governor. She's obviously is a Trump-backed individual, but I think the reason why this guy is very disappointed is because it's not his side of the Republican Party that won. So let's see what else he has to say. Earlier this month, Bowers, who testified in front of the House January 6th committee, lost his primary to Arizona State Senator David Farnsworth, who was backed by former President Donald Trump. Bowers ran for the Senate seat because of term limitations for serving in the House. Trump and his allies had sought Bowers' help to overturn Arizona's election results. Bowers told The Guardian that the GOP has embraced emotional violence. Now, one part that I do slightly agree with, I do agree with Bowers that there have been quite a few people in the GOP who have embraced emotional violence. However, it's not emotional violence, it's just there are people in the GOP who are very passionate about what's going on. That's not violence. That's just people being passionate. So, Bowers is right in the sense that a lot of people have started getting emotional in the GOP. It's just emotional. The emotion is disappointment, and it's disappointment in people like Bowers um, who just didn't get onto the train, who haven't actually gotten onto the train that is the Trump train in the Republican Party. But anyway, let's continue. They've invented a new way. It's a party that doesn't have any thought. It's all emotional. It's all revenge. Bowers said of the party, it's all anger. That's all it is. So, what I have to say to that is basically, yes, it is anger, but it is anger towards the lazy jerks who, like Bowers, who get elected and then decide to play play patty cake with the Democrats, with people that or with Democratic politicians that clearly do not have American citizens' interests at play. That is why Trump got elected. Trump got elected because he didn't care about what because he really just didn't care about what the Democrats thought. Now, he did obviously still care about what the New York Times thought of him. That's why he kept doing interviews. I do agree there. However, I really, really think it is kind of funny that this establishment rhino is now just sitting there complaining about how he lost to a Trump-backed candidate. And I'm thinking, well, if you stood up to your principles, you probably didn't have to worry about that. I'm thinking that a lot of these politicians that have lost their seats in the last couple of weeks because they didn't stand up for their principles, for the principles that they got elected for. I'm thinking I don't feel sorry for them at all. I'm I'm just ready for there to be new leadership. I'm ready for people who on both sides of the aisle I'm ready for people who actually do what their voter base voted them in to do, rather than what the money is telling them to do. It's about time politicians started actually doing what they said they were going to do. Because at the end of the day, politicians are master advertisers. They have to be. I mean, that's how they win elections. You have to advertise yourself to the American populace to get elected. However, part of being a master advertiser is you actually have to do at least a little bit of what you said you were going to do. And constantly telling people for, at this point, 30 plus years, you're going to do something, and then you choose to just sit back, relax, and periodically do a pork barrel project. You're just going to continue to do that for 30 plus years. People are going to get tired of it. Because a lot of things, there's a lot of things going on right now that people are tired of politicians not doing a single thing about them, because they are constantly waving it in front of their faces and telling them, oh, we can do this, and then they choose not to, because it's another thing they get elected on. They're playing on people's short-term memories, but they're forgetting that there is enough of a population that have long-term memories that will actually go voting. And that's why I do believe the red wave is still coming, and I do still believe that a lot of these Trump-backed candidates will end up winning their own general elections. Um, so yeah, that was about the end of the video. That's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys are having a great day, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.